It's Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Oh, man, doesn't it feel so good? Gotta feel good. Happy Memorial Day weekend kickoff. Welcome to the show. Cooperville Live is live. Here we are. Joe's in the house. Joe's on day 2 of his weekend. Yes, sir. I don't know. Hopefully y'all got a 3-dayer ahead of you. And remember why you have this 3-day weekend. Joe, for you, it's probably 4 maybe. For those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. That's why. The barbecues, the extra day, drinking, maybe going in the water if you're brave as shit, because it's chilly, comparatively speaking. But the reason we have this, you know. For those who have served, those who gave the ultimate sacrifice with their lives. But it's good to be here, ready to kick off the weekend, get things started. This is Jam. ReadyWaves.com. Blake and Joey doing their thing for all of you streamers out there wanting to put together a stream and not have your shit shut down because of the robots that say that's licensed music. But you still want to have good music. You want to have beats in a multitude of different genres. They got it all taken care of. ReadyWaves.com. High quality, royalty-free, license-free music for your streams. And they do custom work as well. Did the custom intro for this show. Thank you to those fellas. Also, like Captain Coops, CaptainCoops.com. We're going to do a Memorial Day sale, I think. We're going to start that tonight, so make sure you check out CaptainCoops.com for all that. For your beard goodness. Keeping it pretty. Keeping it pretty. And, of course, Cooperville Clothing. Now, we added the ladies' Racerback American Paint t-shirt last night. So you got it in red, you got it in white, and you got it in blue. Flag on the front and Cooperville on the back. Check it out. Ladies' Racerback shirt available at CoopervilleClothing.com. We did the Roar shirt last time. Not sure if we had this on the show, but we put this one together last night. So, rawr! Got the flag on the shoulder there. Cooperville on the back. Roar tee available at CoopervilleClothing.com. That's the website. And while you're there, if you pop in, Joe, I know you did this. I saw your name pop up. But you'll get a little pop-up screen that comes up, and it says, join the crew, join the club, be a part of it, stay in the know. Make sure you sign up for that. We do email and text. Ooh, it's like we're from the future. It's cool stuff, right? But I digress. Weekend is here. Ready for it. We have a big week next week, which we'll talk about. We have guests lined up every single day. Some big ones, too, which I'm super excited about. Really, after the vacay, getting back into to locking and loaded on the show with people. It's just hard to stay focused when you're on a beach and it's 90 degrees in the sunshine and you got a cocktail in your hand. You're like, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to talk to people, get them on the show. But it's challenging. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it later. So we did it this week, and we're loaded up for next week on the program. So hopefully you can join the show. And, of course, always share the program. Joe, I know you do a great job of that, but share it. That's how we grow, is by sharing, by liking, by subscribing, following, hitting the notification bell, all that stuff. Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. We're all over. Just search Cooperville Live. You will find us. Hit a couple of headlines today, then we'll let you get on with your weekend. I know you're not patiently waiting to start because of this program, but in case you are, interesting things happening in the news today. Strange. We talked about UFOs. We talked about aliens yesterday. We even talked about Extraordinary Beliefs, the Jeremy Corbell thing. We showed the website on here. And today, ladies and gentlemen, that very story ends up on the front page of what? The USA Today. I'm not saying we helped facilitate that, but I'm just saying it's ironic. We were talking about it yesterday, and then boom, it ends up on the USA Today today. About that, the radar footage of the naval ship off the coast of San Diego from 2019, but they've just found the footage. They just got the footage. 46-second clip. It was posted on Twitter yesterday by Jeremy Corbell, taken from the USS Omaha on July 15th, 2019. Corbell, a UFO enthusiast and filmmaker behind the 2018 documentary Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucer, said the footage showed a significant UFO event series. In the clip, radar screen is shown with several objects moving around the ship. At one point, an unidentified man is heard saying, "Holy expletive, they're moving fast and they're turning around." Which, what do we know about our aircraft? Can't do that. You don't just, I mean, you can bank. Banking left. Quote from Top Gun. But you got to, you don't just, so it's pretty crazy. USA Today picking up the story about the U.S. naval ship that Jeremy Corbell talked about. I'm going to get Jeremy on the show. You know, he's a big dude, popular guy, popular fella. But we'll try. Come in peace. But if you are looking for something to do this weekend, I do highly recommend the Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers documentary. Still on Netflix. I did check on that. So check that one out. I wanted to touch on that right out the gate because it was one of the first stories that popped up as I was scrolling through the news. And I was like, that's weird because we just talked about that. Who broke it first? Cooperville Live. Second, USA Today. Are they still doing print? No. I always think it's funny. We parked, I believe, to go to Naples Pier on last week when we were down there, and like along the parking spots or the parking lot, pay for your parking. There was a whole bunch of those old school newspaper machines. No, the ones at the outside, and you got to put the quarter in, and you open it up, and then you get the paper out, and you slam shut, and you hope you don't get your finger stuck in it. They had a bunch of those. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't see any payphones, though, so at least we're beyond that. Even Politico is jumping on the UFO phenomena. It's a hot topic right now. Politico usually is obviously a very politically based outfit, news source. But they have a story how Harry Reid, a terrorist interrogator, and the singer from Blink-182 took UFOs to the mainstream. Great story. If you want to read it, check it out. It's on Politico.com. Or look on your fancy news app you have on your mobile device, or tablet, whatever. But it was interesting because it kind of talks about the fact that if you were a politician, at one point talking about UFOs and stuff made you like the crazy person. You're like, I don't know. Now all of a sudden it's like the thing. That's the in. You want to be respected amongst your congregants. Right, that's church. Constituents. That's the word. You got to embrace it because now you have close to 50% of the population who is full-on believers in UFO and alien and UAPs. UPAs? UAPs. I think that's the new thing. So UFO was too tinfoil hat. Now UAPs are the jam. But it's a great story about how now all of a sudden it's like it's cool to be a believer. Like, oh yeah, like no, you haven't been on board the believing trip. No. I find weird-ass documentaries about aliens and stuff. And there's good ones. Like they said, the Bob Lazar one's good. There's a doctor, can't remember his name, Steven something. But he's got one that's out that's great as well. He's been doing a lot of like work with the government to try to get the truth out there. Then you find those really shitty ones, and you can always tell by the graphics. Like I just really started learning like video production and video, putting videos together in like the last year. And I'm like, I'm a novice, and this is horrible. They got the guy on a weird green screen, and you can kind of see if you have somebody in a green screen, if it's a good green screen and they have a good camera, it just looks like they are where the green screen has the picture in the back. But if they don't, they kind of just look like they're floating. And if they have green on, then it kind of looks like there's a hole in them. Like this would be like, oh, it's weird. You can see behind him through his shirt. I don't watch those ones. I'll get into it. I'm like, nope. They didn't have the budget. But now that I say it out loud, maybe those are the ones that have the most truth. They didn't have the big budget to do it. They're just filming real shit. But it did inspire me this whole week that we've been talking about aliens, because it's been the hot topic on all the socials. Is like we're doing like a whole series of alien stuff for Cooperville Clothing. So we're going to work on some design stuff, and we'll drop that. Just like Believer, weird. I come in peace. Just so they know, like when they arrive and you have like you're rocking the shirt, they're like, you're good. Pew pew. They'll shoot the other guy. Just looking out for your best interests. Survival, people. It's about survival. Plant your garden and get yourself an alien t-shirt from Cooperville Clothing when they come out. We'll drop those the next couple weeks. Get it while it's hot before they drop that big release to Congress. The 180 pages? No, the 180 days. They didn't say how many pages, but all the documentation that the Pentagon has on UFOs and other unidentified phenomenon, they have to release it to Congress with extractions, which is like bullshit. If you watch any documentary and they show you like here was the official release, and they have all the redacted stuff and all the extractions, it just looks like 4 words and then a bunch of black marker. It's like my kid's homework. Which, congratulations, my child surprisingly made it through 5th grade. There was question marks if he was going to make it to 6th. Kudos, my boy. Proud of you. Fucking COVID thing, man. Threw everybody off. So it's Memorial Day weekend, as I mentioned. This ought to make you feel good about things. Perhaps it will not make you feel good about things at all. Just in time for Memorial Day weekend, gas prices on average at a 7-year high. Do we have a sound effect for that? Do we have like a... It doesn't make any damn sense, but we have it. We'll play the gong. A nasty surprise awaits 34 million drivers expected to hit U.S. roadways over Memorial Day weekend. This comes from CNN Business. CNN? What? I usually don't read stories from CNN, but the highest gas prices in 7 years. And that could be the least of the problems for those taking to the highways for summer vacations. The gas shortage experienced earlier this month when a key pipeline was shut down once again on the horizon, according to experts. This time, the squeeze could be triggered by the lack of tank truck drivers to deliver fuel and the repeat of panic buying by travelers topping off their tanks. What are we, like, building a giant pipeline? And then, like, we shut that shit down? Not we, but the proverbial we. Like, Like, 34 million Americans is a significant number to be traveling over the course of this weekend. Experiencing gas shortages and the highest gas prices in 7 years. Why are we not using our noodles, people? Well, it's because there's not enough tanker truck drivers. Oh, okay. People are putting too much gas in. They're gas hogs. Okay. There was great memes out by the hippie people that I know, or maybe the lefty people I know. They're like, well, gas prices always go up in the summer, and obviously the gas prices were lower during COVID because there was less travel. Supply and demand, bro. Don't you know? Then explain to me this. Riddle me this, smartass. How exactly do we have the highest gas prices in 7 years? Well, it's because we don't have enough truck drivers. Really? Calling bullshit. Calling bullshit. More demand equals higher gas prices. It's weird. I was down in Florida, and every fourth car is a fucking Tesla. And every seventh car is not a car, it's a golf cart. For real. There's golf carts down there, like pimped out golf carts, just cruising up and down the street. Major influx. Like a bunch of car companies go with the Jeep released an electric Jeep. I think it's half and half, but still eco-friendly. So you got more vehicles on the road that are using less gasoline. Yet, interesting, isn't it? We're here to make you think. Here to get the brain moving. We are the bridge between thinking and fuck it, it's Friday. We're the bridge to get you there. Like, yes, I will have a cocktail. I'll sit and ponder. I'm excited. We went, when we were down in Florida, we bought a bunch of cigars from this really fantastic cigar shop down there. I was like, heaven isn't too far away. Like I was singing in there. And they were like right about to close. So it was just us. It was cool. And we just never got around to smoking them. But they are in like an airtight little Ziploc baggy thing. Like it has his logo on it. It's really cool. So that's on the horizon tonight. Big old cigar. Maybe a little fire. Maybe the grill. I don't know. Possibilities are endless. Can't go anywhere because gas prices are at a 7-year high. Supply and demand. Gas prices always go up in the summer. I read CNN. I know. Interesting story from Fox News. We're kind of just pinging all over the place today. Fuck it. It's Friday. It's a weekend. A convicted felon in Ohio attempted to flee from his sentencing hearing by jumping off the balcony outside the courtroom. Caught on security footage. Yes, sir. Video from security cameras at Franklin Court of Common Pleas in Columbus showed Donald Mullins, 44, wiggling free of two officers. With his momentary freedom, he vaulted over the glass railing of a nearby walkway, falling 6 floors. Kaboom. I know you just envision that for a second. I'm free. Oh, shit. Didn't know the lay of the land. A woman filmed the aftermath showing a bloody floor where he landed before panning over to see him dragging himself across the floor. Broke his leg, bashed his nose. That slowed him down. Deputies quickly recaptured him before he could crawl too far. He was taken to Grant Medical Center for treatment following his failed escape. You gotta know your role, and you gotta know the lay of the land. This is a simple tactic. Know where you are. I remember walking up some stairs. Trying to go over the rail. Know where the exits are? How many flights of stairs you went up? Or the elevator? Like you, sure you can watch it. Ding, ding, ding. 5th floor. 6th floor. Now exiting. He had been charged with robbery. Clearly, he was not the escape guy. He was not the driver, the getaway car. Because then you got to know your route. Know where the fuck you're going. Otherwise, just end back up where he started. What else we got here? We'll do a couple more stories. Yeah, 20 minutes in. This might piss you off. Because I just read the headline and it pissed me off. And I think we're of the same mindset. This story coming from ABC Action News in Tampa Bay, Florida. WFTS. The no-vax tax increases concert ticket prices 50-fold for the unvaccinated. Story from Adam Walzer. With new CDC guidelines, concerts are starting to come back to Florida, but for at least one show, the ABC Action News I-Team has learned that your COVID-19 vaccination status will determine how much you pay to attend. This is just some lady telling her story. We'll say it. These were all my tickets from over the years, said Brittany Wiegand, showing a framed display containing hundreds of ticket stubs. She has been a fan of punk rock and attended shows regularly since she was a teenager. The COVID-19 pandemic put all concerts on hold, but Wiegand reportedly saw an announcement for a show being held at St. Petersburg VFW Post 39 next month, headlined by Teenage Bottle Rocket and featuring the bands Mike Warr and Rudderkin. I got nothing. Saw the announcement of the concert, then you go to purchase tickets, and it says you have to show proof of vaccination, which I do not have. Tickets cost $18 in advance, $20 the day of the show if you're vaccinated and have a vaccination certificate. But the price increases 50-fold if you don't. Where is DeSantis on this shit? He's going to quash that mofo. If I wanted to go to the concert, follow me. If she wanted to go to the concert without a vaccination, she would have to pay almost $1,000. $999.99. Promoter Paul Williams, douche, came up with the idea. Said, we're just trying to do a show safely. And they should go out and get vaccinated to protect themselves and their families and their community. Wiegand, the lady who's trying to buy tickets for $1,000, says she understands why they're doing it, but it's not fair. Israel is also using a proof of vaccination, so-called vaccine passports, to determine who can attend concert, but Williams said he doesn't feel like he could legally ban people without vaccines. Do you know why? Because the Gov. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis first signed an executive order, then signed a bill passed into law earlier this month banning vaccine passports in Florida. Under no circumstances will the state be asking you to show proof of vaccination. I don't think private companies should be doing that either. If you want to go to an event, go to an event. If you don't, don't. But requiring people to provide all this proof is not how you get society back to normal. Ron DeSantis, you're my boy, Blue. $18 to $20 concert ticket. If you don't have your vaccination card, $1,000. This is not how you get shit done. If you're vaccinated, aren't you fine? Aren't you good? I mean, worry about me for? I don't understand. $1,000. I would pay the $1,000. Lady. Miss Wiegand. And I'd wear a shirt that says, I've got your vaccination card right here. And then have the old Cooperville Mike middle finger right on your shirt. I wonder if you get up to the front faster. It'd be like, look at me, motherfuckers. Worked. Ridiculousness, people. It's ridiculousness. I'm going to leave you with this story, because I feel like a good beheading story is a great way to wrap up the show and get you off into your weekend. From The Independent. A self-styled Satanist beheaded his cellmate, but the guards didn't notice. Feel like these were the same assholes watching Jeffrey Epstein. Like, what? It's weird. Guy looks like he's got no head. A group of prison guards are under fire after apparently not noticing that a self-proclaimed Satanist and convicted killer beheaded and dissected his cellmate. On March 9th, 2019, Jamie Osuna killed, decapitated, and dissected the body of his cellmate, Luis Romano, with an improvised knife, according to reports from the state. The guards at the state prison, where they were being incarcerated, reported after their rounds that both men were alive even after the grisly murder took place. The death and subsequent failure of guards to report it have drawn calls for investigation into why this gentleman was placed into a cell with another cellmate who had a long history of attacking his cellmates. The state report cited by the Los Angeles Times blamed the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for incompetence in its investigation and its delay in disciplining the guards. According to a lawsuit filed by Romero's family, there was a white sheet over the cell's bars which suggested the guards did not make a thorough search of the cell. I'm telling you, they're the same dudes that were watching Epstein. Okay, it's completely different. They were not incompetent. They were just elsewhere during said time. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. We don't have a show on Monday, so note that. Keep that in your head. I'll be back on Tuesday, a full week next week. We have Austin Bishop joining us once again. He's got a couple of dates coming up, I believe, down in Illinois, so he's going to be close to us here in Wisconsin. Austin Bishop is on Tuesday. We have Dylan Newhouse from the band Monument of a Memory. He is going to be on. They're from New Jersey. He's going to be on the show on Wednesday. And my good old buddy, Nathan Hunt from Shaman's Harvest, who have a brand new song out, and it's fucking killer. He's coming up on Thursday and Friday. I think we got the whole band together. It's Joey Arima and Greg Cash, Dylan Howard, all join the show. Chaos will ensue. That's next week. Until then, we hope you have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. Take some time to remember those who have fallen for this country. Until we meet again. Follow us on all the socials. CaptainCoops.com and CoopervilleClothing.com for all of your beard and apparel needs. Do all the things